2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhole Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think we're going to be firing out these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Here we are at the fourth hole. Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently a couple under for the event. Here we are at the fifth hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, that's a clutch par. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this?
Volgens hem moet het haalbaar zijn.
His rival, can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Dan.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leader.
Volgens hem moet het haalbaar zijn.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one striped. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there, really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky's the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like, it's right there in front of him. It reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. And just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
This should play. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Go on, get in the hole. Well, it's just about 3 feet away. Okay, let's head to the next. Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Wonderfully played. I love this type of courage, Richard, going forward in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Setting up miles from the hole.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Oh, come on.
Steady now. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I gotta say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I gotta say this player is awfully solid.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Ouch, that hurts. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under.
Mijn kat ligt op bed en die zit gewoon met de kop naar mijn tv te kijken op het golven.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
Nicely done.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. 14-footer.
This for a birdie run.
It's on a great line. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Tiger Woods
The
achter.
standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And he's hit that inside the range. What an opportunity to make a birdie. He was on a good line.
Jezus.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Now leading by 1 shot. Time to face a par 4. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby. Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
Iedereen heen, hoeveel?
The last, what's in store now?
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Currently leading by 2.
Nee, kijk nu.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt of about
Dat is er wel
7
ingegaan.
feet to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Moment.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And we've arrived at a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, that was pure. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
He's currently sitting in first place. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, how about that one?
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Do you attack it and try and increase your lead, or do you lay back and play safe? I like to attack it. What do they like to do?
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. A long par 4 this hole.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Second shot here on the 18th hole. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich.
Always good to be out in first place. That means you can afford to make a mistake tomorrow, but you don't want to make too many of them with the chasing back and lurking behind.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folk, Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage.
Daar moeten we vertellen. Ah, sorry.
This shot from about 180 yards.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Well, a little off the target with that one. And he needs this to save par.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one.
Yeah.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Daar ben ik online.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Good shot there, Beamer. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Just didn't drop.
Jongen. Ga erin.
Shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Could not be more perfect.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
His taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was.
Jongen.
It was easier to deflect
Dat is toch wel neergegaan.
a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit different because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with
Ik wou
him,
zeggen, kijk uit, we
you
sluiten
know
toch niet
what's
naar
going
je.
on.
Ze kunnen je niet horen.
But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Well, that's beautifully judged. With this putt to move to 15 under par.
This is their look at birdie.
Godverdomme, de tweede keer daar.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Nicely done. Choosing the 9-iron
Weet je
here.
nog.
Should find the green here. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
It's amazing
Zeg maar,
to
wat
see
spijt.
how good this player is in full flow.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase pack is good enough to catch them. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And now
Oh,
that
goed gedaan,
finds him
Luke.
in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Dan moet je er maar mee gaan dealen.
Second shot here on the 9th.
Zo.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and 2.
A bit long on that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
Ja, tuurlijk, je gaat er even gewoon 3 gemaakt.
Feet from the cup.
That's a tad
Oh, je moeder.
And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe? That was wonderfully done. Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Oh, put the brakes on that one. That's got far too much speed. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Great touch.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
And should find the surface. Well, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here on the 11th. Was that a rush of blood? Big putt for par coming up. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Let's head to the 12th hole.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that green side bumper.
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now up to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. This one can take a little bounce to the left. Always nice to have a birdie putt. That was a gallant attempt. 5 feet coming up to the cup. That's frustrating. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Lookout World was his statement when he came out on the Pro Tour. And we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that didn't go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But it's saying that in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I can tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Second shot here on the 17th. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Ooh. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance. And that's it. He's holding for the victory. Well played.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. That's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Ooh, right by the hole. That's disappointing. A par putt awaits. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there's out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side, find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
And down it goes. And that finds him in a share of second. Welcome to this par 5 hole.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. And only one off the pace here. And here we are with the third shot. Currently a shot off the lead. And this putt for a share of the lead. Well holed, he'll take the birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's currently tied for first.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Opting for the 9-iron.
4 left.
Did that look good?
Ah, yo, Paul.
And that should secure the par on this one. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And he holds it. What a putt.
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
Here we are at the 6th hole. Quality shot, that one. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for top spot. Lovely effort, that. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Well played. And that will take him to 3 under. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Playing from around 240 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, so close. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in 1st place, with Xander Schauffele in 2nd. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Nice line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season.
Why?
This event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So, Rich, 9 holes in the books. What do you make of the performance so far in this rivalry?
Luke, so far, so good against their rival, but let's face it, there's a lot of golf yet to be played. However, I'm thinking, as they say in the movie, are you not entertained?
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This one, heading to the bunker.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. 9 feet to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Here's Justin Rose. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Picking it up on the 11th hole here.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey, and they've got a great opportunity here.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Steady on. This is a par putt. That gets the job done. Currently 5 under for the round. Let's see what happens here at the 12th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
This one's going to the right.
That's not the outcome they were after.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Just about 8 feet left to the hole. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. This hole here is a par 4. That one's heading down Broadway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
And after that hole, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard with Xander Schauffele in second. Great shot. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. Put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Leading by 6 strokes after that bump. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes were wide open standing here on the 17th tee for Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays, and that will take him to 8 under. This is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Let's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Oh, well done. Going with the hybrid. That could play. This putt coming up, best for birdie.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And another round safely in the books. So the opening round in the books. Rich, impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances today?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Well, it's time for the preamble to be set aside. Let's get into the action. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Here we are at the second tee.
Come on.
Going with the 7.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Playing within their comfort zone there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Putting for a par here. He sits in first position. This hole is a long par 4.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at 8 under. Currently leading. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Just putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
Staring down a birdie putt here.
Okay, steady now. The putt drops, and we're moving on. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole. Oh, wonderful shot, and a chance for birdie at the 5th. Well, these are good putts to make, good for momentum, right on 7 feet. Well, that's an early statement right there.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
Now at -9 for the tournament. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Playing from around 150 yards here. This looks to be heading to the green. Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 7th. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And that's a good line. That should find the surface. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Here's a chance to get to 12 under. Ouch, that hurts. A par putt on the table. Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Yep, he's putting Rosie's nosy out of joint with that one. That was an incredible approach.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? And if this can go down, he'll save par. Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Well played, mate. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a two. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Big feet to the cup. Nice stroke. Oh, just missed. This is a bogey putt coming up. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole. And they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Outstanding shot. High quality. This putt is about 8 feet. I don't mind the look of this. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
This one's a par 3. That should set up another chance. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That'll sting a bit. The putt drops and it's 14 under par heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Well struck. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
Starts off on a good line.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. He's currently sitting in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Now at the 17th hole.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Tracking. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And after a birdie at the last, take the honor of the hole. Not bad. Second shot here at the 18th.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
And coming up well short.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that.
You know what, Rich? As that putt goes down, I think don't give them praise, just look with admiration.
Oh, absolutely. Sunday fun day. Let's go find the winner and spend the check, baby.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. And there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
An important par save.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property, and this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is in the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Well, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Solid par putt, that. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently in 4th place.
That is hunting for the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. It's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
This is Lexi Thompson. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And this is why you've got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5, 6, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Good look at a birdie here. Just didn't drop. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning off the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Playing from around 160 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Needs this one to kick right. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt will move them to 3 under par. Ooh. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Well hold. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Bit too heavy-handed there. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. leading by a shot after that hole. That should find the cut stuff. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Currently at 3 under for the day. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Needs this to kick a bit left. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ooh, right by the hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Ja,
That's frustrating. Bogey putt coming up here. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Opportunity to make their par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Whew. Really had that shot dialed in. Well, Rich, they gonna make this one?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 7 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
Als je niet slaapt gewoon
Yeah, that one will play.
vaker hoort.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough?
Ja.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That was a gallant attempt. Putting for par. And with that, this round comes to a close. Okay, Rich, just a round to play now. An exciting finish we've got coming up.
The tournament has been a blast to commentate on so far, Luke. Looking forward to this last and final round.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.